welcome to Donna Just Being Real, the only way to be. Today's topic is men paying child support for a child that's not theirs. I'm also going to have a call in, so if anybody want to call in, hopefully it'll work today. It seemed like it's going to work tonight, so if anybody wants to call in, I will post the number in the chat box, so if you feel free to call in and share your thoughts and opinions about the whole topic. And to anybody who's watching replay, please check out the timestamps and chapters to help you to navigate through the live stream to get to certain points. And this is something serious. So I'm going to read a couple of articles, and I'm also going to play some audio of different gentlemen who are going through this, paying child support for a child that's not theirs. Now, I don't want nobody to get me wrong. Yes, child support is very important. You should pay your child. You made your child, you have to pay for your child. You have to take care of the child. But if the child is not yours, I don't understand. Why are you paying? Well, we're going to get into this, and I want you to share your thoughts and opinions with me and tell me, would you like to share your story, or do you know anybody who's going through it? So, all right, enough of this talk, and let Donna get to the point of this topic today. Like I said, men paying child support for a child that's not theirs. And we're also going to have a call in. Hey, hi, got my moderators on deck, mods on deck. Hit the like button, subscribe, and no cursing. That's my high. He know what's up. Monica, hugs and kisses to you. Hugs and kisses to you. And Frugal Mama with the boys. How's your angels doing, you beautiful young men? Chef Disaster, hugs and kisses to you. And I need to know. I need to get myself a knife. I mean, well, not like that, a cooking knife. But I want to know, is your video a good one? That cooking knife, the one that you did a video on. So I need to get one. Okay, I'm sorry talking. I just had to talk to Chef on the side there. All right, Alright, so okay, greet everybody here, so let's get to the point of this topic. Now, first, I'm going to read an article of a gentleman who stuck at paying $65,000 for a child that's not his. But this story was kind of deep about it. I think this woman is trifling. But you just tell me, do you think she's trifling or not? You know, share your opinions, your thoughts. Okay, so first I'm going to start with the article. And give me a couple of thumbs up, purple hearts. Let me know that you can hear me clearly, because I've been talking and I want to make sure you hear me clearly before I start reading this article. Hey, Captain, what's up? What's up? Just like a man goes to prison for not paying child support, women should be under prison for fraternity fraud. We're gonna get into that, Captain, because you just made a very good point. Matter of fact, I'm gonna highlight that one. Yes, I'm going to pin that message because that's a very good message. You're right. Okay, I'm going to get into this. Well, okay, yeah, great. Oh, okay. I think I'm going to get that one because I need something when I be cutting up food and stuff like that. Okay, so everybody can hear me clearly? Just let me know before I start. Quick, Mars, let me know. Let me know. Okay, I'm getting ready to start. Okay, let me just start. Oh, yes, please hit the. Okay, good. All right, I'm going to start with the article. Everything I'm reading for educational purpose only. And like I said, to the people that's watching the replay, please feel free to check out the timestamps and the chapters to help you navigate through the live stream so you can get to certain points of the live stream. But first, I'm going to start off with reading this article. Then after the article, I'm going to get into the play some audio. All right, just give me a second as I get this music on, because if y'all know me on my live streams or any one of my videos, I have to have music. It's just me. I like music. Music calms the soul, the mind. Okay, mods, greet everybody who's coming, and you know what to do, and I will read the comment section when I'm finished done. Okay, article. Man ordered to pay $65,000 in child support for a kid who isn't his. By Fox News, July 23rd, 2017. A Texas man is battling a court order that mandates he must pay tens of thousands in child support for a child whom he did not biologically father and whom he met only once. In 2003, a child support court in Texas ruled that Gabriel Cornhill, I can't pronounce the last name, we're just going to call him Mr. Gabriel, 45, had to pay child support for his ex-girlfriend, who had recently given birth, because she vowed there was no way he wasn't the rightful father. Gabriel, who is currently raising 3 children of his own and 2 nephews, claimed that he was not made aware of this and only found out about the child support payments last year when a deputy served him with court papers claiming that the state of Texas listed him as having another child. He soon met the minor for the first time and only time, describing her as a wonderful girl, but after taking a DNA test, learned that she was not his after all. Woo! I resume reading. Only Gabriel's ex-girlfriend and the state still wants the $65,000 in back payment. You hear that? She still wants money. Listen to this. Key words, everybody. Okay. I never thought in my whole life I would have to defend myself of something that I am innocent of, he said. Texas Family Code Chapter 161 states that even if one is not the biological father, they still owe support payments that occurred before the paternity test proved otherwise. In Gabriel's case, that amount, to sum it up, is $65,000. That's a lot of money, man. All right, let me resume reading. His ex-girlfriend's attorney, Carol Slitz, whatever her name is, claimed that the money was taken out of Reginald's paycheck several years ago. Okay, I'm so sorry. It was taken out of his paycheck several years ago, and he didn't contest it. And that in itself can satisfy a court's argument that he should have handled the matter long ago. Are y'all catching this? No. I don't understand this. I resume reading. There can be consequences even if you don't do anything. All right, Gabriel and his attorney, Cheryl Coleman, must now pursue a judge to reopen the case, and the original court order cannot be amended. If that doesn't happen, he must pay up or face time behind bars. God, dog. Yeah, so he'll probably go back to court next month. I don't know what the outcome is, but basically, what I want to say is, as I read this article, she knows this is not his kid. It was proven it's not his child. And she still wants him to pay child support. And then her attitude is like, well, you didn't pursue this earlier. So why you still owe me back child support? No, that's not right. Okay? Now, if this is not your child, he should not have to pay back child support. Now, I don't understand what the courts are. Every state, your laws is different. That's why I said several times in my live stream, and I know I be preaching this to my sons. I've been telling them this since they was little. Whatever state that you move in, ladies and gentlemen, learn the laws of your states, because not every laws in your states will agree with you. You might not be comfortable in. Everybody has different marriage laws. Everybody has different child support, custody, homeowners laws, all kind of laws, criminal laws and everything. So it might not work with you, and you're going to get yourself caught up in something. So it's just a little tip just to let you know. But this is not his kid. He's stuck, got to pay $65,000. That's a lot of money. And if he doesn't pay, he goes to jail. And when people don't pay child support, it messes up your credit. They could put a lien on your house. You can go to jail. You can lose your driver's license. So many things that can happen to a man or to a woman that doesn't pay their child support. But this woman here, to me, is trifling. Yes, I'm going to call her trifling, because she knows it's not a kid and she's going to steal. Now, first of all, that means that you must have been sleeping with a couple of men at the time that you didn't know who the father is. Or you might have known, but you want to put it on them. Have to admit, let's be honest, ladies. Us ladies, we can be trifling at times. Yes, we can. All right, a woman can get real dirty if we want to. Real dirty. And it's sad and it's wrong. Okay, now, before I play some audio, let me just read some comments and see what people have to say. I'm going to play some audio next. Okay, let me greet people come in. Thank you, mods, for holding it down. All right, I saw Captain Frugal Mama. All right, so that okay. Hey, old school Patricia, welcome, lady. I'm glad to have you here. That's why I got my purple hearts, and hey, purple. Hugs and kisses to you, purple. Oh, I emailed you. I don't know if you got the email. I'm sorry I was late replying back, but I did send you an email. I did it today, so when you get a chance, you can look at it. Monica said, this is crazy, shaking my head. She needs to pay him back every penny. Uh-oh, Monica I only can give out one pin. I wish I could pin that too. All right, Hi says, no curse, people. Keep it. Thank you, Hi. All right, purple hearts, Chef Disaster. Okay, wow, shaking my head, ain't no way. Yes, Monica, no way. Suspect Puma, long time, and how are you? How's everything with you and your family? Hello, Donna, long time, hun. Hope all is well. Yes, everything is well here. Thank God. Thank God. Okay, Hi said to my prison, and Chef says, wow, still wants. Yeah, isn't that trifling, Chef? She still wants it. She's trifling. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, Monica said, but he didn't know he didn't know he better get him a lawyer. Smells like some BS. Yeah, he has a lawyer, but they gotta figure out how they're gonna get into this case and open up something that was already amended. You know, things in court, when the things are sealed, it's kind of like it's permanent. Oh, unfortunately. I was trying to find a follow-up for him, but I couldn't find it. But I just pulled this up, but I was just like, this woman is just trifling. All right, Hi says they need to go after the real father. Exactly. All right, Monica says don't come to Mississippi. Probably one of the states that do this to the best. I'm still gonna visit Mississippi. I gotta get out there, girl. All right. Chef says the laws varies in each state. Exactly. Every state has different laws. People need to know. Once you get jurisdiction in that state, whoo, it's on you. All right, Monica said that is very low of a woman to do something like that. Frugal says, shaking my head, yes, she's trifling. Handle your business. Monica, yes. Hi said, this is why I do not sympathize with Halle Berry. Uh-oh, got into Halle Berry. All right, I was thinking about doing commentary talking about that one. I might approach a different angle. I don't know. Okay. Next captain said, this is a strong form of theft. Plus, they should make it mandatory for a DNA test before he signed that birth certificate. He trusted her. That's why. Yeah, trifling, and more trifling. Okay, now I'm getting ready to play some audio. Everything I'm playing is fair use only, educational purpose only, and ladies and gentlemen, I promise y'all I'm not going to hold y'all forever tonight. So just work with me. I'm not going to hold you forever tonight. All right, because I'm going to do a brief live tomorrow on something else, and I want y'all to come to that or watch a replay. You know, you can always watch replays if you can't make them live. I don't expect everybody to be able to catch your lives. Okay, this audio I'm going to be playing, this is about this gentleman here. This gentleman here that's in court. I wish I have another picture of him, but you'll see him later. This gentleman here that's in court, and I just want I want to play the audio so you can hear how scared he is of going to jail, because if he doesn't pay this child support, that's not his. You can hear his story, and I'm also going to play some more of his story too. This gentleman, and I should know the name. Wrote down my notes, but we'll hear it in the audio. Okay, so everything I'm playing for educational purpose only. Let me make sure the audio is up so you can hear it clearly. Ready, get set, go.
Wild and unbelievable stories here in Detroit. This is one of them. Imagine being told to pay child support for a kid that is not yours or go to jail. That was the order the state handed down to a Detroit man.
So today, he turned himself in, but here's what happened when 7 Action News reporter Kim Russell went with him to court.
Carnell Alexander walked into the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice knowing in moments he could lose his freedom.
I stayed up all night, couldn't sleep, thinking about it.
Carnell is a wanted man because he refuses to do what the state orders and pay child support for a child that DNA tests prove isn't his. A child he doesn't even know.
I haven't even had a chance to really speak to him, except for one time when we took the DNA test.
Nonetheless, right now, under the law, he's a deadbeat dad. Today, he turned himself in to the judge as ordered.
Scared, because I've been before this judge before.
But this time he had attorney Cherika Harris, who volunteered to help after seeing his story on 7 Action News. The judge said he will not go to jail for today.
Thank you. Thank Ms. Harris. And hope that we can resolve this soon.
I'm just trying to help him with his future.
Though the threat of jail is on hold, it is not over. Carnell Alexander still owes more than $30,000 to the state for a child that's not his, because the mom wrote his name down because she needed to name someone in order to get welfare benefits.
I had to put him down as the father. That was the only way I can get the system.
Now,
I'm almost homeless. I'm almost in jail. I'm out of work. My money is being threatened to be taken.
Carnell isn't...
Did you hear that? He almost homeless. He's out of work. This is sad. I resume.
Just worried about how this is impacting him. He says the law needs to be changed, so when this happens, as it often does, other men don't become dad by default.
We can be defaulted into being a father of a child that is not ours. I don't understand that law, but it is a law in place.
In Detroit, Kim Russell, 7 Action News.
So sad. So I'm saying is, I guess the situation with this one was she had to put down a name so she can get public assistance welfare. And I'm not knocking that. Maybe she's having a hard time. She needed, people need it, they need it. You know, I'm so glad that this president, you know, he increased people who's getting food stamps, you know, at a time like this. So that's an excellent thing. But we're not going to get into that one, right? But she put his name down. Anybody's name down, and you knew it wasn't his. That's a bit trifling. What do you think? Ladies and gentlemen, do you think we should put her in the trifling category? I think she's in the trifling category. Let me know. Put in the word trifling. Let me know that she go in the trifling category while I set up for the next audio. Trifling chick. Okay. This is the next audio I'm going to be playing. And I can have a few more pictures here. Okay. All right. This next audio I'm going to play about these 4 gentlemen who's going through the same thing. They stuck paying child support for a child that's not theirs. Nope, it's not theirs at all. Okay. So I'm going to get into that one. And mods, keep holding it down. I will get back to reading the comments. I just want to get through this audio and everything quickly, and then I can open up the floor. And if anybody wants to call too. Oh, let me put the number in. Let me put the number in. I believe it's going to work today. Okay. And mods, if you can, post it now and then for people. Okay. Well, I'm ready to play this audio, and then we're going to get to it. Everything I'm playing for educational purpose only. Ready, get set, go.
Let her get the man she laid down with the paper. He goes free. I never even slept with her.
Now, the first gentleman that was just speaking is this one. The second gentleman that's speaking is this one. Okay, I'm going to start off again with the first gentleman. We're going to get into him first. I'm going to play the audio again. Everything I'm playing for fair use, educate purpose only. Okay.
Let her get the man she laid down with the paper. He goes free. I never even slept with her.
It's happening to men across Michigan. They are being forced to pay child support as dads by default.
Doesn't matter. If the men can prove the children are not theirs, Michigan law makes them pay anyway.
But tonight, 7 Action News reporter Kim Russell tells us that may be about to change.
Most people think you either have to adopt or conceive a baby to become legally responsible for a child. Under Michigan law, that is simply not how it works.
I was the father by default.
These 4 men came to the 7 Action News studios to raise awareness. You can become dad by default. There are a couple ways it happens. Pastor Edward Mack says his previous wife had 3 children. He loved them as his own. Then he realized 2 of them were not biologically his.
You must have been so heartbroken.
Damn, it was a hurting thing. I don't even really want to talk about it because it brings tears to my eyes. Sorry for getting teary-eyed.
Pastor Mack says the betrayal led to divorce. He was shocked when the judge told him because he was married, he became dad by default. He had to pay support for another man's children.
Let her pay for him. Let her get the man she laid down with the paper. He goes free. I never even slept with her. I got a lawsuit when I was young, and she basically just said, that's the money I'm going to get.
Did you hear what he said? He's paying child support for kids that's not him. And he's a pastor. Your wife was sleeping around and claiming that these kids was yours. And what they said, 3 kids, and it's only 1 kid that was his? And he has to pay? Yo, this is trifling. This is really trifling. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the audio. I'm sorry. Now this white guy speaking now.
Money I'm gonna get, and she got it.
Reginald Whitlow, Anthony Sims, and Carnell Alexander have similar stories. They say women named them out of nowhere. In 2014, 7 Action News told Carnell's story and found the mother. She said she was told in order to get welfare benefits, she needed to name a father. She knew he wasn't the dad, but wrote down his name anyway.
Everything is my fault that I put him through.
Do you think that you should have to pay this money?
No, you shouldn't have to pay it at all.
Then these men missed paternity hearings because they were either sick or did not receive notice. Carnell had proof. He was in prison when a process server claimed he was served at a house in Highland Park. When they didn't show up at court...
Now, did you hear what he said? He has proof. So the process server came to the house, but he was in jail. So how did the process server say he was served? That process server needs to be sued or under arrest because you bold-faced lied and said you gave it to the man. How you gonna give it to the man? The man is in jail. Okay, let's go back.
A judge ruled them dads by default. They then missed their chance to challenge it with DNA evidence by the court deadline because they couldn't find the women and children.
They wouldn't give me her address because it was confidential.
These men all eventually got DNA tests backing their stories. Too late.
Oftentimes it doesn't make a difference.
Representative Jim Runstead says those DNA tests should make a difference. The Republican from White Lake says he heard the story of Carnell Alexander on 7 Action News and decided to take action. He says this year he hopes to pass legislation that would protect men from being forced to pay for another man's children. Plus, women and process servers who lie should face stiff legal consequences.
This is wrong. Deceiving and lying and obligating people who are not supposed to be obligated to pay bills is wrong.
These men don't just want the law changed to protect others. They want compensation.
I'm getting garnished. I'm getting thrown in jail. I'm getting felony charges.
You have taken our lives.
Change that law.
Representative Runstead says he has written 5 draft bills that aim to prevent such fraud, protecting both men and children. He says he plans to introduce them within the next month. Kim Russell, 7 Action News.
This is so sad. And these process servers lie. And I've heard a lot of these process servers lie quite often. They claim that they served the people the paper, but they didn't. See, what's happening with these process servers? They really don't care to be bothered, but they want to get paid for their work, right? So they'll just act like they gave it to a person, or they get mad that they keep coming by, because a lot of people know they're getting ready to get served. So when they know they're going to get served, they go hiding. So this process server is running back and forth trying to find you, but you know what? Hey, you got to do what you have to do. You're going to have to keep looking for the person, and if you can't find the person, you cannot lie. You have to serve them legally in their hands, okay? And if you can't find the person, well then, hey, report back. Say, I've tried several attempts, nothing has happened, okay? And this is not right. Okay, so before I go and play the next audio, let me just go back to the comments real quick. See anybody popped in. Yep, Chef said trifling. Okay, let me play some music here. Definitely trifling. All right, thank you, Hi. Frugal says, mandatory DNA would mess up a lot of happy relationships. Yeah, I know, right, Frugal? Yeah, it sure will. Yeah, this is so sad. And you know who suffers the most, Frugal? The kids. Gosh. All right, Monica said, yes, Don. Son, Mr. Son, welcome. Hugs and kisses and blessings to your family. All right, Monica says, wow, Lord, fix this situation. I know. All right, what else Monica said? What you could have put down the right man, ignorant. Yeah, these women out here is trifling. You got some trifling women out here. Yeah, Mr. Son, is a very difficult situation because when people don't pay their child support, male or female, you can go to jail, you can lose your card, you can lose everything. It's just a mess. You know, you still go to jail and you still got to pay the money, right? Isn't that something? They put you in jail for how long? Then you still got to pay the money? Jail. How I said jail, and that's fraud. Exactly. All right, everybody has a number they want to call in, but I got to play another audio before you call in, if you're going to call in. All right, Captain says, trifling category, how about prison chick? Okay, Captain. Uh-oh. All right, next, Chef says, please call 100%. Yep, call in number. All right, anybody's welcome to call, share your thoughts and opinions. And if anybody call, we're just going to be for like a minute or about 3 minutes or so. We don't want to hold people too long. We want to end this live stream quick. All right, don't need man, stop telling me I do. Hey, welcome. Glad to have you here tonight, girl. Hi, said the mic is still on, Mr. Sun. Okay, yes, and thanks. Hi, thanks. Okay, all right. Hi, said that's wonderful, friends of court family. Hi says throwing stones and hiding hands. Oh yeah, this is, hey May, what's up, beautiful? And hugs and kisses to you. I'm glad to have you here tonight. Hey love, it's not right. I guess you meant right having men. Okay, not right having men pay child support. Who isn't the father? The father should pay without having to be told by the court. Great point, May. May came in here and she just went straight for the kill. It is a shame. Hi says the process server would know that the individual is in jail. They have to go to the courthouse to get the paper. Yeah, that's what it's like. A lot of links in there, but all I have to say, the process server he or she did not do their job. Yeah, it is sad. Don't need a man. It is. That is true. Thanks, you're so welcome. All right, Chef Disaster said, oh, thank you. All right, Universal Galaxy, welcome to Donna's place. Hey, I would like to have a debate with you about something if you like to then. Okay, do you take other subjects? Okay, I'm not really into like getting into debates because sometimes debates can get a little bit, toxic and like cat fight or whatever. My channel is based, I just talk about with relationships. But just tell me what kind of debate that you're talking about. I really am kind of curious. All right, and good to have you here, Galaxy. Never seen you before. You just come here straight for questions. Or do you stay on the topic, the waters? I don't understand what that means, Galaxy. You got to rewrite again. Oh, great topic, May. Okay, thank you. All right, now let's get back into the audio. I have another one of a gentleman that he's going through. Okay, it's a lot of men out here. I was just like going through this. I'm like, oh my gosh, Lord, please don't let this happen to my sons. God, please, I beg of you, please protect my boys from this. Protect them. Make them use a darn condom so they won't get caught up in this. But how many use the condom? That's not their kid. Oh, gosh. You understand what I'm saying, God. I'm just losing it here. Okay, now, we're going to get into the next audio. Let me set up everybody. Everything I'm playing for fair use, educational purpose only. All right. We're going to talk about this gentleman right here. We're going to hear his story. All right, let me make sure the gentleman came up on the screen. Let's make sure he's up on the screen. All right, yeah. Did it come up on the screen? Should be up on the screen. Yeah, what's going on? Fooey, foo. Fooey. Okay. All right, I guess it's a delay. I don't know, it's a delay on somewhere, but let's not worry about that. Okay, I'm gonna have to keep holding it down. All right, I'm getting ready to play some audio about this gentleman right here of what he's going through. Okay. All right, where is this gentleman at? Ready? Everything I'm playing for fair use, educational purpose only.
Great year. Yeah, and then all of that was year of being dad was a great year. Yeah, and then all of that was ripped away in an instant.
A First Coast man is in a fight with the state of Florida over court-ordered child support for a child he has proof isn't his.
I don't want to keep reliving what I've already had to go through.
So imagine being forced to pay for child support despite proving that you are not the father.
That's the exact situation one local man is facing, and he says it cost him everything. Our Shelby Danielson brings us the exclusive story, all new at 11 tonight.
I signed the birth certificate because at the time I believed I was the father.
When most men look back on the birth of a child, they remember the hospital.
I was emotionally devastated.
For Joseph Sinawa, the memories are of the courthouse.
She told the judge that she just wanted this to be done and over with. And so do I.
In an effort to obtain visiting rights for a child, Sinoa went to court and the judge ordered a DNA test to prove his paternity. The results were shocking. He was not the father.
At the time, it was taking just over $83 a week out of my paycheck, which was about a third of my pay. Thinking that I was the father, I didn't have a problem with it.
The judge ordered the child support to end, but then Sinoa received another shock.
And then the Florida Department of Revenue decided to appeal the judge's decision.
On its own accord, the state filed an opinion in court and reversed the judge's decision, forcing Sinoa to continue to pay child support.
Well, we know how the courts feel about it. We know how the state feels about it. Now we're going to speak with an expert in family law.
I've never seen this happen before.
Attorney Brandon Beardsley has been practicing family law for more than 16 years.
We're not saying that you can't eventually have child support terminated. You just didn't follow the proper procedures, which that's what surprised me of why the Department of Revenue appealed it, because the end result's going to be the same. You're just making a father pay child support every month now for an extended period of time that he shouldn't be paying until he follows these procedures.
Beardsley says eventually Sinoa should be let off the hook, but he's most likely going to lose more money first.
The problem with the Department of Revenue and child support enforcement is the state's their client, not the mom.
Sinoa says he's currently representing himself since he's strapped for money and cautiously awaiting the next court date. In St. Augustine, Shelby Danielson, First Coast News, on your side.
That is such a crazy case, and we did try reaching out to the mother involved in this case. We also reached out to the judge who made that decision, but he says he cannot comment on the case. You can.
So sad, and this is about to ruin him. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I guess y'all know, but it costs a lot for these lawyers. It's not cheap. They charge you for every second that they do. If they have to keep going back to court, you got to keep paying for this. This is so sad. With what this man's going through. I don't know how it all panned out. Wait a minute, let me go back. This guy right here, and he said took a third of his check or whatever. He has to eat and pay bills, and you paying for a kid that's not yours. Now, like I said, if it's your kid, yes, you're gonna have to pay. Okay, it is what it is. Okay, so let me go back to the comments here. Just give me a second here. Okay, let me go back to the comments of what I missed. Okay, let's go back. What I was up to, okay. Alright, Miss Sun said, I can't even imagine paying for a child that is not mine. Exactly. Oh, wait a minute, I'm sorry. Man gave my purple hearts, hugs, and kisses. Universal said, well, I want to go over an age of consent laws. Oh, age of consent. Well, I don't think that'll be much of a debate with me. I don't really get into that kind of stuff. I'm just, nah, I don't think so on that one. But if you have any questions about dating, love, relationships, Universal, I'm here for you. We can talk about that. Okay? May says, hey, okay. Angelica, welcome to the live stream. All right, Mr. Sun says, I can't even imagine paying for child. Okay, I said that. Universal, that is not a subject. All right, thank you, Hi. All right, Angelica says, I guess you would need a better lawyer. Yeah, but, and all these lawyers, Angelica, cost a lot of money. And he's putting these men in a hole. For a kid that's not theirs, Angelica. It's not theirs. All right, Frugal says, so sad. All right, Mr. Sun said, great situation. Yes, it is. Chef said, so sad. Angelica said, be careful who you lay with. Yup, exactly. And these women, y'all trifling women out there, shouting out to all trifling women. Listen to the message. Stop doing this to men. Do not lie and say is they're the father when you know darn well it isn't. It's wrong to do. God is going to get you. Okay. Now, I have time for anybody who'd like to call in. So if you like to call in, feel free to call in. Because I believe I covered everything here. Yeah, I believe I covered everything here. I read the articles and I played the audio. So if anybody likes to call in or you have any questions and stuff, feel free to share them. No problem. And oh, the guy Cornell that they was talking about that was playing earlier, that's this where is he? Let me find Cornell. That's the younger bald-headed black man. That's Cornell. He's the one who was in jail, and he was served with the papers while he was in jail, and the baby's mother had to put anybody down so she can get public assistance. So that's the Cornell guy. And this is so sad. This is really trifling. Yeah, Angelica, it is a touchy situation. Because this stuff can ruin them. Go ahead, Purple. Thank you. All right. Hodge says the custodial parents has pro bono attorney. I didn't know that one. Interesting. I know somebody's article I was reading that they was getting a pro bono attorney because they didn't like what was happening in the case. Or was it on this one? Can't remember. All right. I'm a Purple Heart. Such say, okay. Good that you don't need no man. So if anybody want to call in, feel free to call in. Because if not, I'm going to wrap it up. But I want to say this is really sad. I want put this out here because Hi on his channel, Jack Gully, on his channel, he was talking about something about with men paying child support, something he was bringing up, and I said, it just intrigued me, and I just started doing my little research. I was like, let me talk about this too on the channel. So thank you, Hi, putting the bug in. So I'm like, this is wrong. And I hate for my sons in the future to go through something like this. I hope this is not their future. And then especially it's these fathers, and they make this bond with their kids, and then come to find it's not their kids. The kids are suffering, and the father's suffering. So everybody it's not just about money. We got a lot of broken hearts, mental damage. People have to realize. So ladies, don't lie. If you've been sleeping around with a few people, hola Maria, hugs and kisses. If you've been sleeping with ladies, if you've been sleeping around, let's be honest, let's be real, don't lie. Don't lie. And I'm not gonna judge women will be sleeping around. Shoot, men sleep around too. But when you sitting around here doing this kind of stuff, men and women, you gotta use protection. So you can prevent stuff like this from happening. Ladies, don't be lying about, these men telling them that they're the fathers when they're not. A brief story time. Years ago, I know this girl that we was like, friends and everything. It was a long time ago, whatever. And she ended up getting pregnant. But her and I kind of like drifted out of friendship or whatever. Things. We got a call. Yeah. Let me put on speaker. Hello? Hello?
Donna?
Yes, Donna, just being real. Who's speaking?
Yeah, this is Jack.
Hey, okay, Jack, let me make sure I turn you up. All right, Jack is on, Jack Gully, also my moderator, but that's High Born to the same person. All right, Jack, let me turn this up. You want to share your thoughts and opinions on this whole situation?
Well, hold on. Let me see if I ain't got nothing muted.
Okay. Oh, and everybody.
Okay, let me turn this down.
Everybody in the chat, let me know. Do you hear Jack clearly? Put in the chat box before he starts talking. Can you hear him clearly, ladies and gentlemen? Let me know. Can you hear him clearly? Just give a sec. I want to make sure. They should be able to. Come on, somebody, let me know. Put in the chat. Give me a heart. Give me something. Let me know. Can you hear him clearly?
I guess I'll just go ahead.
Yeah, just go on in. Everybody just rock with it. Okay, go on, Jack. Sorry.
Okay. I think you're doing a great job on this. Because it needs to be addressed. And there's a lot of men and some women that are dealing with child support issues. The kids that are not theirs. And you got some women that pay child support of some odd circumstance, which
Mhm.
But it's just like Halle Berry, for example. She got stiffed by the ex-husband paying child support,
Mhm.
and which I really can't feel sorry for her because she's is a celebrity. She has a lot of money.
Mhm.
It's not like she's going to jail. It's not like, you know, she's losing a lot
You have a point.
compared to an average woman who may have to pay child support. That they end up losing because you do have some women that do pay child support. I know a couple of them that pay child support.
Yes, I have a girlfriend and she pays child support. So ladies do pay child support.
Yes. But just like that guy you were showing from Detroit, Michigan is terrible when it comes to friend of the family courts. I mean, they really, 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 really pursue child support.
Oh, wow.
And it doesn't matter who's the father or not. If you didn't sign this birth certificate, they'll still put you on hook.
Yeah, because I've
I
noticed.
think now it's got better.
I noticed when I was doing the research, this Michigan seemed like they don't play. You're right. You're right, Jack. They don't. In Michigan, they don't.
Yeah, and you know now I think they're doing a little bit better. Pretty much all states doing DNA testing to make sure that that man is the father of that child. And if you are, just do what you have to do and pay it, and at least try to have some type of relationship with the child. And if that doesn't work as far as a relationship, then, you know, so be it. But as long as you are helping the child financially, if you cannot have a relationship emotionally, because I know that some custodial parents would make it difficult for the non-custodian parent to have a relationship with that child.
That is true. That is true. That is so true.
But I think the laws, and pretty much in every state, needs to, you know, to change. Now, California is probably one of the worst.
Oh.
I think there was a woman who was in her 70s, and her ex-husband left to Canada years ago, I guess, and they had a child, but the kid was like 8 or 9 years old, and he left without support, which was wrong. But this was like 52 years ago. And the daughter is like in her early 50s. And she woke up one morning and said, "Oh, he owed me child support." And lo and behold, he ended up owing $192,000.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of money.
Living in California.
I repeat.
Because let's say you missed one payment and it was gone, they can pick it right back up. 40, 50 years later, whatever, they'll pick it right back up. Doesn't matter until it's paid, and they already added interest to it. So California, that's why some of these, when you have some of these rappers, or these artists or ball players, and they get a woman pregnant and have a kid, and then they run to California to get child support. Because you get the maximum amount in California.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, just like what happened to Stephen Jackson, the NBA player Stephen Jackson. The guy who knew George Floyd, that was his friend.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know, okay.
And and he talked about his baby mama. They had 2 kids, and he was going to marry her, but she didn't want to sign a prenuptial agreement. And so he called off the wedding. And then months later, his baby mama was filing child support in California, even though she never lived there. She just used his old address.
Trifling.
Because that was in Texas.
More trifling.
And by doing that, you get the highest amount of child support, just like Khalees did to Nas. Khalees ran to California and had the baby, so she get $44,000 a month in child support from Nas.
Oh my gosh!
And then try to move the kid to Colombia.
I remember hearing something about that. Trifling. Ladies and gentlemen, be careful.
Yeah. And I mean, she's not originally from California. She just went to California, moved there, so she can have the child in California to get more child support.
Just to get more child support. Trifling. I didn't know this, but I believe it. There's a lot of trifling women out here. They out here. They out here.
There are loopholes. There's loopholes in what they can do. That's why a number of them will go to the state of California because they know they can get more than the state of Georgia.
I didn't know this. Wow. Thank you for sharing this, Jack. I didn't know all this.
And all the and all the custodial parents have pro bono attorneys, and the non-custodial parent has to pay the attorney's fees for not only for themselves, but for the custodial parent.
Okay. The custodial parent would get pro bono. That's what you're saying? Custodial parent. The non-custodial parent has to pay and pay for the custodial parent's fees.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I just got a headache. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow.
Yeah. The custodial parent doesn't pay. They'll pay for the attorney. The attorney, initially by the state, represents the custodial parent, and the non-custodial parent either have to defend themselves or hire an attorney. And if they lose, they end up having to pay the custodial parent's attorney and their attorney.
Whoa. Yeah. Wow, I didn't know this.
It's debtor's prison when you come down to it, because if you think about it, they go to prison for 6 months. Well, not prison, but jail for 6 months.
Okay.
And then they lose their job. They got a record. They got a felony record on them, which is going to be more difficult to find a job. Child support does not stop when you're in jail. It continues to occur. And then when you get out and you can't find a job, guess what? You're going back to jail because you can't pay it. And most judges, they don't care.
Yeah, you have some ruthless judges out here. It's like they just got a chip on their shoulder. They just angry that day, and you're just the one that they're gonna take it out on. It's all about that judge. How that judge feeling that day is gonna make or break your case.
It's actually it's become and I'm gonna say it, and people can get mad all they want. It's become a racial system, because they would put a black female judge representing family court, and that will further create a division amongst the man and the woman. And you often see that. And they intentionally, the system intentionally puts somebody of your people in front of you to punish you, just like the slave masters did back in the days.
Ooh, Jack goes in. I believe it. Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it.
So you have a system of debtor's prison to where it's like a rat race. If you lose your job because you fell behind on child support, which I don't see how you fall behind on child support if you have a job, unless your company was not doing the right thing and taking out the money and sending it to the child support, but they was already docking your pay.
Now I know,
just like they did with Clifford Hall.
Yeah, I know a gentleman years ago, and he went through the same thing, that they wasn't taking it out, so he ended up being back in the rears, and he had to catch up. And I think it's the human resource department, payroll, whoever, is their job to do, so it's their glitch of doing it. But if you work in that department, ladies and gentlemen, whoever work in that department, don't screw up on people's child support payments. Don't screw up in paying them, because this can come back to haunt them. And you can't go back and, go off on payroll or nothing. It'd be like, hey, it happens. No, it cannot happen.
Yes, right. That's correct. You're right, Donna.
Yeah.
And that's what happened to Clifford Hall in Houston, Texas, because he got divorced from his ex-wife, and he was with a son, and with the job he worked at, they was docking his pay on his check stub, but they was holding the money and not sending it to child support. The ex-wife allowed it to go on for 3 months, and then called the attorney instead of informing him. She's not getting a check, and he would have went there and corrected it. But she allowed it to wait 90 days so she can drag him into court.
Oh, she's
So
probably...
he can have less time with his son. And then he ended up, they tried to put him in jail for 6 months. Because when he found out he got behind, it wasn't his fault. It was Human Resources' fault for not sending the money. And so he paid it up current, and they still going to put him in jail. And the reason they say they were going to do it is because he was visiting his son too much.
He was visiting his son too much? Okay.
And the ex-wife was jealous.
Okay. Trifling. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to put her in the trifling category. Yes, she goes into the trifling category. Just so...
But it's a debtor's prison.
But...
when it boils down to it. And I think we all need to fight together, women and men together, and make it right. And the real bad guys who are not paying child support, they're getting away with murder. But the good guys end up getting stealed and robbed and destroyed.
Because
while the thug boyfriend, thug baby daddy, they wouldn't mess with him.
This is why I say...
But then they'll mess with you.
This is why I say it's so important for ladies and gentlemen to vote for everything, not just presidential, everything. And know who you're voting for. I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, whatever you are. I'm not Democrat, I'm not Republican. I just vote for whoever, who has a heart and just trying to do stuff for the people. Right? But know who you're voting for, and please vote. Even for your locals, because it's important who you get in that seat can make or break your state and your life. See, a lot of people walk around, I don't want to vote, who cares? It's just a number, who cares? Yeah, but, yeah, people do care. Why do you think they're out there running around online early in the morning? Once those polls open up, they be there bright and early in the morning before they start work and everything. Make sure they get their vote in. They come to work all chippery and happy. I know the people I work with, they be like, yep, I voted already. Yep, I'm done. Got it done early this morning. You know what I mean? They don't play. They vote for everything. Vote. Thank you. I just wanted to plug that in. I'm sorry. But thank you so much, Jack. Thank you so much, Jack, for sharing all of that. You never know who's, watching replay that could be helpful to, that's my channel's about, awareness and try to help people, educate people and stuff. And, hey, this could be my sons in the future. I pray to God, and I'm not trying to mark you boys. I'm not trying to mark them. I'm just saying, be careful. You got some trifling women out here. I tell them all the time, watch out for the trifling women. The one with the big butt and the smile. She can...
bring them to you. Bring them to you.
Yeah.
So you can check them.
Yeah. My oldest son is good with that. He said, I met a new girl. Yeah, I'm going to bring her over. Tell me what you think. Bring them on over. I'll let you know. You know. But, just have to be careful out here. All joking aside, be careful. But thank you, Jack. Thank you for sharing that. And hugs and kisses to you.
Okay, I'll get off the call so somebody else can get in.
All righty, if anybody else want to call. All right, thank you, hugs and kisses. That is my moderator. Hi. And also, Jack Gully. And he's calling in. He also has a channel, too. And, this is really sad, when stuff like this happen. Because you got some trifling women out here. Trifling, and more trifling. And thank you again, Jack, for calling in. Thank you for sharing that. And let me go back and read the comments. Anybody else want to call in? Feel free to call in because I'm about to wrap this up in probably like about 5 minutes or so if nobody calls in, because I don't want to be on here for too long. Kind of past the time that I'm supposed to be doing. But hey, this is all good because this is educational. All right, let me go back and read some of the comments here. So, I missed a lot of comments. Okay, the purple, okay. Purple hearts. It's a touchy subject. Don't need a answer. My legs are closed. I hear you. All right, good. You don't need. All right, and I think I got everything. The whole system needs to be revamped. Yeah, you're right, Frugal. I really do. I agree with you on that one. Captain said, this is why I'm by myself and I can do bad all by myself. Damn self. Real talk. Excuse me, Captain. You just have to, I really don't like when people give up on love. And so, I respect everybody's feelings of what you're saying. Don't get me wrong. I respect everybody's feelings on my channel. I'm not here by judgment. But my channel is also about love. And I don't like when people want to give up on love. You just never know. Just learn from your bad, from the bad experience that you had in your past. And this time, try not to repeat again. Because there are some good men out here and there are some good women out here. We just have to, make sure we know our worths. Make sure we have we set up our boundaries. You have your deal breakers. And if your deal breaker is blah, 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 stick with it. And if that person doesn't respect it, well, then they need to go and kick rocks. That's just the bottom line. Kick rocks. Okay, Monica says, some people have no conscience. You're right. Frugal said yes. Don't even Van said yes. Purple heart. There goes a number if anybody wants to call in. All right, Monica says, I hear. Okay, so everybody heard hi. This is perfect. Okay, good. DOD, hugs and kisses to you. Peace. All right. Interesting. Frugal says, interested that the child doesn't get. I don't think I caught that one too well. Frugal. I'm sorry it took so long to get to the comment. All right. Patricia says, hi, Donna. I'm here listening. Says, I am multitasking. Okay, you're listening. All right. Yeah, the way I kind of do my live stream is kind of like a podcast anyway, which I will be getting into podcast soon. Okay, Mr. Sun said, this is good to hear. Yeah, I'm glad it is. Hopefully, anybody's watching replay can help them out. Okay, and Living, hey girl, and how are you today? Hugs and kisses and blessings to you. If you get a chance, you came in later, watch the replay so you can hear the audio and the articles that I read, and leave some feedback in the comment section. Let me know that you your thoughts and opinions on what you heard. So if you can't watch the replay, but give me a second, I'm gonna put the timestamps and everything. So timestamps and chapters. Monica says facts. DOD said check out Compromise of Arrears program, COAP in California. Thank you for sharing that, DOD. I'm gonna look that one up. Compromised of the Arrears. Thank you for sharing that. Everybody check that out too. All right. Frugal says, wow, how does one? Let me make sure I got this in my notes so I won't forget to check this what DOD is talking about. Okay.
I'm Talon.
All right, I have it in my notes. Okay, so I make sure I go back and check that out, DOD. All right, Purple Hearts, Donna Reed Love. Oh, you came in later too. If you can't catch a replay, and you can hear, because I played some audio and I read some articles Yeah, I read some articles that, might interest you about this topic. But I'm glad to have you here this evening, Donna. Hi, thank you. And peace, love. Okay, I think I caught up to everybody. No, thank you. I'm happy. Don't even say don't think I'm happy. I respect how you feel. Don't need a man. I respect, and thank you for always coming to support my channel and being here. You've been rocking. Now you starting to rock for me for a minute here. Thank you. Don't need a man. Well, you already know. I appreciate you. All right. Hi says Cap says, oh, I'm not talking about you. You always got jokes, Captain, don't you? Hugs and kisses to you. All right, Purple Hearts. I believe I caught up. So don't seem like anybody else who wants to call in. But thank you, Hi. Thank you, Jack. Thank you for calling in and sharing that. And to everybody, thank you for being here this evening. And, to the trifling women out there, I will call you out again. Stop lying. You know that's not his kid. Do not put his name on the birth certificate. Do not lie to this man because you want him to be the father or so you can get, public assistance or whatever and stuff. You cannot do this because you are ruining this man's life. It's wrong and it's trifling. And God does not like ugly. So you think you slick, you getting away with it for a little while. You feeling all good on it because you getting that little check. But the truth will always be revealed. It's wrong. Okay? Don't do it. Okay, so everybody, hugs and kisses to you. I'm just going to do a quick closing prayer. And after the closing prayer, one closing song. And that's about it. I don't even think I'm going to do a closing song. We've been rocking here for a minute here. But thank everybody again for being here tonight. And thank you, mods, for rocking. Thank you, Hi, for calling in. Love my mods. Love everybody else for being in here, too. And let's get into the prayer. All right, I'm getting ready to do the closing prayer. There will be no walking out or doing the closing prayer. Please don't do that to me, okay? You sit here all this time, just stay here. It's only a quick prayer, okay? Let me pray over you. We all need a prayer in life, okay? Yeah, I think it was a couple of live streams and people's walking out during the middle of my prayer. I thought that was very disrespectful and stuff. No, okay? Now there go my purple. All right. Why is this not okay, now it's showing. Excuse me. Our Father in heaven, we love you, we adore you. God bless everyone that's in the chat. Bless everyone that's in the that watches the replay. And God, help these men out here that's going through these troubles of paying for a child that's not theirs, that's putting them in the rears, that's causing them to lose their homes, their credit, everything, putting them in jail. And may God, you bless somebody in the court system or whoever that's responsible for making these decisions, that they would change these laws. And that, when it's found that that the father is not their child, they should not be responsible for paying for that child. And if there's any money that's owed in the arrears, they should not be held responsible for paying because they found out that was not their child. Okay? So, we love you. We adore you, God. We need you. You are everything out here. Amen. All right. That's the end of the prayer. And I know some people had dipped out during my prayer, but that's okay. I still prayed over you. You need prayer too. God bless the ones that stepped out during the middle of my prayer. They need a lot of blessings. Okay, everyone. So everyone, they have themselves a blessed night. I'll just play a closing song just real quick. I just love me some music or something, whatever. I don't know what I'm gonna play. Oh boy. Everybody just hang in there. I'll just play this one. Okay. So everybody have themselves a blessed night. And also, before you leave, I totally apologize. I will also be doing a live stream tomorrow lunchtime live stream. And tomorrow's lunchtime live stream will be Dusty Man rapes a woman customer inside a Macy's bathroom in Philadelphia. It'll be a brief live. Totally sad. I can't even believe it, ladies. We got to be careful going into the restroom at a department store because you never know. There's a Dusty in there hiding in the mix that will try to attack you. So here's the link for it. So anybody want to click it and set the reminder so you can be there tomorrow. Or if you can't be there tomorrow, you might be at work, got something to do. You might just want to catch another time. There's always a replay, but there goes the link. And everybody, again, I said, have themselves a good night and a blessed night. Bye-bye. Thank you.